building the business turns you into a different kind of human being.
Realize that failure is a part of the journey.
I think there's hope out there for all of us.
They say procrastination be the assassination of destinations. That's why we out here grinding with no association with haters and them other crabs trying to put us down. Pest badges in the house, boy, don't clown. Just keep your eyes on the prize, ain't no giving up. You can do whatever you dream of. Just keep your eyes on the prize, ain't no giving up.
Welcome back to another episode of Pest Control Millionaire. Got the one and only Matt Rogers back on the show. I don't even know at this point. I think I called how many times that we've been on here together. But it always brings tons of value. I love chatting with you outside of this. I love chatting here. So it's just so easy to connect with you. And you give valuable insights to myself. And, I always ask you personal questions or business questions before we jump on here. You always give me good feedback. And then, of course, when you jump on here, you're giving the PCOs all the things that they need to be knowing, all the new things that are coming down the pipeline with search. You got AI. We have lots of stuff that's happening with Google, especially like the new launch we just talked about last week on our PCM call about with Google changing the LSA stuff. We have lots to talk about today.
Yep. So much.
I'm excited for this. I love having friends that are in the game on the tech side, because it brings you up to speed. I don't get left behind in the dust. So I appreciate you, Matt. And I'm sure all the PCOs out here appreciate you too, to keep us up to speed what's going on with Google, because obviously it's our busy season. It is second day of August. No date is, but it's the last, we're
on the other side of the hill now.
We are. And so now it's towards the end of summer. We're grinding hard. Lots going on in this side of the world. All the operators are super busy. WASPs are obviously super heavy and prevalent right now. All the calls are crazy, I'm sure, for everyone. So everyone's just super busy. So the last thing they're going to think about is, oh, fudge. I should say, oh, fuck, my LSAs have now moved. So we had a lot to talk about. So
we have so much. Shit.
We don't have time.
I know. This is what I'll say before we get started to your audience in particular. Man, I have so much grace and compassion for you guys. I have been in your shoes and have done the work that you're doing, and you guys are out there fighting hard to grow your businesses. And you all know how it goes. We ride the wave of our season to grow our gross revenue, and then we prepare for the next season, and we are on the back half of the season. And the reason that I have so much grace for you in particular right now from my seat, which is to help these pest control companies grow now, is the landscape for digital marketing to grow your businesses has constantly been shifting since about September of last year, right? And even since the last time I was on your show, Jonas, the two things that we have to talk about today are so big. And boys and girls, listen to me. It does, both artificial intelligence and Google don't give a shit that it is in the middle of your season. They don't care, right? They are going to continue to go forward. And so if you're not locked in and paying attention to what these changes are and how they impact your business, it has real implications on your ability to grow. But if you are agile, if you are flexible, if you'll take the stuff that Jonas is trying to tell you, if you'll take the stuff that I'm trying to tell you and you'll flex and you'll grow with it, you really can catch a breeze in your sail and rocket forward, while your competitors are just like, I don't know what we should do. Fuck that. You've got to be flexible right now.
And to all the listeners that are down here, to all the people who are in, bug bucks or PCM, like I talk about this shit all the time. It's an old ass industry. It's slow as shit.
Slow shit.
It's just the nature of the industry. You don't have to be that way. Like most of you guys are listening, like you have the resources at your fingertips with the podcast, Matt, myself. You have the resources at your fingertips to make this thing go much faster.
Yeah. Choose your partners. Exactly. You choose. You make a decision for yourself. What am I going to do about this information that I have? And you don't have to wait till next season. You can decide today. And
if you rewind to probably 3 episodes ago with you and I, Matt, we were talking about like making sure that you have your budget set for the following year. Now it's already the end of August. By September, October, we're already working on budgets for next year. So as much as it's 2026, end of 2026, at this point, we're working on 2027.
Exactly.
It's just where we're at, right, in reality. And so all the things that you got to work on from August through December to get ready for the next big push in spring of next year, whether that's February, March, or May, wherever you guys are living at, but listen to this podcast. But all of the work you're going to do right now will show up with the results come May time. you have a new website launch, make sure that your website's dialed in, you have your ads dialed in, you're ready to rock and roll for spring for the busy season. So let's start working, preparing on those things now.
Yes.
We have lots to talk about through this to prepare you guys. But yeah, so let's where do you want to kick this thing out? What do you want to start with first, Matt?
I'm going to start with competition.
Hold up, quick pause. If you're on a pest control company or fertilization weed control company, you're not in our Facebook group, you're choosing the harder path. Every operator that's in there is skipping years of mistakes because people are actually sharing what's working right now. So stop trying to brute force your way through growth alone. Search Pest Control Millionaires on Facebook or click the link below. And now let's get back to it.
I'm going to start with competition for Lizard. You know, I'm CEO of Lizard Marketing.
Yeah, of course, I do know that.
You did know that? And artificial intelligence has created experts and competitors everywhere now. And I love what my dad taught me. It makes me not panic when competition starts to rise up around you. He always said, "Don't run up and down pit road." My dad was a race cars, right? Don't run up. You met him. Don't run up and down pit road, looking at everybody else's race car. Focus on your race car. And so, artificial intelligence is given two like big digital marketing claims for SEO in particular. One of them is that it can automate your SEO processes entirely. And two is that it can make your SEO processes uniquely cheap. I started connecting a couple of dots here about 2 weeks ago. I saw a competitor rise up and say for $99 a month, we can automate your entire SEO process. Basically, they'll get Claude to do homework on you, or Claude or Gemini, probably Claude, do homework on you, look at areas of vulnerability, look at competitors in your market, and kick up new content and deliver for you new content once a week. Once a day for an entire month. That's 30 to 31 pieces of new content.
So in theory, if I heard that, it like to me, I'm like, okay, obviously they're using, Gemini or Claude. Makes sense to me why it worked. So in theory, it sounds like a really great idea.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna take my digital marketing hat off, and I'm gonna put my PCO hat back on, right? I'll put my Killingsworth hat back on. If I hear something like that, and I'm managing the marketing budget of $20 million company, I'm going to think this is value, right? The other thing my dad always says that I don't get my liquor on the bottom shelf is what he always would say. Any $99 digital marketing liquor you should be cautious of if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, shits like a duck. It's a duck, right? I'm going to read you the headline from Search Engine Journal that was published, I think, a week ago, right? Search Engine Journal is the oldest publication, the most seasoned publication, and the most connected publication for SEO, now AEO, Answer Engine Optimization, and GEO, Generative Engine Optimization. This is the headline. Google is seeing a surge in scaled content abuse manual actions, okay? Hitting sites that use language learning models aggressively to target hyper-specific queries at scale, or that mass auto-translate content without human editorial oversight, right? So this is how that's a lot. I'll bring it down.
Unpack this for the PCOs.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it down for the PCOs. It costs Google money, okay? Google is Google. Okay, it costs Google money to crawl your site. Let's say Pest Badger is using this $99 SEO automation, right? It's creating Pest Badger's content
every single day, Matt.
Creating content, delivering it to your website every single day. You're asking Google to crawl and cite and remember this content every day, right? Google is saying no. Not all of this content that you are creating is actually helpful to the user, right? And so I won't. And what they're doing, this is what should scare you. Please, PCOs, listen. I'm going to get to it. And I'm going to give it to you from Search Engine Journal, not from Matt Rogers, CEO of a digital marketing company, okay? What they're penalizing is not the page that you built or the blog that this $99 SEO product just gave Jonas. They're going to penalize your domain. Pest Badger's domain, right? they're going to devalue your domain and not synthesize information that your domain holds when a user is looking for new information. Here's how the PCOs need to think about it. Language learning models are driven to grow, okay? The way that they grow is from the human experiences that we share with each other. If the content that Jonas is creating doesn't talk about Jonas's process, Jonas and his team's experience in the field, reviews from the clients that work with Jonas, products that they use, possible price ranges for the services that they're delivering for this specific project, it's not learning. If you're just giving it keywords to Claude and telling it to write a blog that's structured to talk to AI, Google just told you that it is creating manual action abuses on each one of those pages, and they're going to penalize your domain, right? So the implications for this are like serious. PCOs that are like, yes, I'm going to take that cheap option. They're cranking out this content. They're going to see a spike in the first 30 days of new attention. This is the grace period that Google gives you when you create new content. In the second 30 days, in your 31 to 60 day mark, you're going to start to see that tail off. And then in your final 90 days, you're going to notice by the time we all get to Dallas and start eating barbecue together, you're going to notice a huge kick in the balls for your domain that happened because you have started to load a bunch of AI crap onto your website, and you're going to get penalized for it. So that's the first one, man. It's crazy.
The best pest control companies do not leave growth to chance. They build systems. They have a system for generating leads, system for answering the phone, system for servicing the customer, and systems for collecting payments. But most companies still treat referrals like luck. They do a great job, hope the customer remembers to tell a friend, and maybe send an occasional text asking for a referral. That is not a system. Clicky Referrals turns your happiest customers into active, trackable sales channel for your business. Clicky automatically invites customers into your referral program, gives each person their own referral link, tracks the leads and sales they generate, and makes it easy to reward them when those referrals turn into business. And now, Clicky has launched Rewards Pass. Rewards Pass was a brand referral pass for your company directly inside your customer's Apple Wallet or Google Wallet. Think about that. Your brand can live on your customer's phone alongside their cards, tickets, and brands they already use every day. Their personal referral link is always one swipe away. You send push notifications, announce special offers, promote events, and stay connected long after the initial service is complete. This is not another app your customers have to download or another login they have to remember. It's your company, your referral program, and your rewards living directly inside their wallet. If you want more referrals, stronger customer retention, and a customer experience your competitors probably do not have yet, go to joinclicky.com/PCM, book a live demo of Rewards Pass to get $350 in payout credits. Tell them you heard about it on Pest Control Millionaires. That is joinclicky.com/PCM. Stop having your customers send referrals, build a system that makes it happen. Cool. Because you brought this up, maybe we've talked about in the past, I just can't remember. And so there was a book back in the day, I'm going to go at 2012, 14, somewhere in there. It was by Marcus Sheridan. It's called They Ask You Answer. Basically, what he said to do, he built this big pool company all off of his website, and basically was to answer every single question that you could possibly think of on your website, right? Post all the videos, ask any Q&As, like frequently asked questions, but all on there, put it on video. But one of the things that he talked about is like one of the things that shifted his business. I think it was called River City Pools, and I could be wrong. I think it's River City Pools, right off the dome. But it was like have a price on everything on your website.
Yeah.
So like that's what it's called. It's like they ask, you answer. So basically put all the information, as much information, price for everything right on your website. How do you feel about that in 2026 going to 2027?
I just published Friday, episode I think it's 19 on Search and Destroy. How AI isn't taking the question that the user asked and just giving them an answer to that question. It's creating a secret set of sub questions. How much does this product cost? How is this product administered? Is this product safe for my pets? How quickly can this service provider get out there? If the content that's created can answer all of those questions, that content gets synthesized by AI, right? The content that is not covering all those gaps will not. So they're exactly right. All the smart sites that we're building at Lizard right now have all the prices clearly labeled. We want to answer every question that a language learning model needs to have to synthesize the information. And what we found is that it's synthesizing these websites right away, like right out the gate, day one.
I got to find out when this book came out. Give me 1 second.
Do it. Send it to me.
I'm just curious.
Can I read something to you while you look that up?
Absolutely.
Okay. So the first thing is you're being penalized if you are using AI to create all of your content. At Lizard, one of the exercises that I have my team do, just so everybody knows, we don't work with Pest Badger because Jonas is too cool for me, right? But if we were to work with Pest Badger, your account manager would send you questions, right? That he needs you to answer through your phone that talk about your products, that talk about your customer experiences, that ask you for a colloquial or a particular story of a time that you did this particular service, that asks you how long does it take you to get out there, that asks you for your price range. This information is assimilated by my SEO team, and the content is created from that, which creates value for language learning models, which forces language learning models to use your content. If you're using one of those cheap models, you're getting penalized, and this is what tips them off. Okay, this is what trips the penalty. Low effort automation. This is what search engine describes. Mass producing pages that swap a placeholder. For example, best plumbing in Mesa, best plumbing in Gilbert, best plumbing in Queen Creek. Same piece of content. You're just swapping out some keywords. Flag, right? Google's like, nope. The next one is AI translating content without adapting it for local context, currency, culture, or intent, right? If you're just letting AI create without filling in specific pieces of information regarding human experience, right? You're getting flagged. And then finally, publishing in volume. Google is flagging if you're publishing in volume. This is according to Search Engine Journal. Publishing thousands of articles that just summarize existing search results without adding anything new. If you're not giving Gemini something new to consume, your domain is getting penalized. This is huge. Like I get called dramatic in my house all the time. Me and my daughter both. It is what it is. But for PCOs that are thinking that this easy button cheap fix is going to rescue them from something, they're actually creating a problem that takes sometimes 90 to 120 days to dig your way out of, and you'll have to gut large portions of your website because of this. It's insane, man.
Yeah, that's not good. So I looked at the book and I was off in the years by a few years. It was 2017 it was released.
Isn't it, the old school is the best school, okay?
Like, so just going back, so 2017, this is what he was saying 9 years ago at this point. 9 years ago, publish every possible piece of content you can on your website.
Yeah.
Give as much value away for free.
Give the value.
Give the value. And this is how he grew his massive pool company to like a couple $100 million in revenue.
Well, one thing AI has made, Jonas, AI has made information accessible and cheap.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so if you are one of those types of PCOs that want to keep your cards close to your chest, you just need to know that all of your competition and the consumer can see all the information. They don't need you to answer the question. The best thing that you can do is be honest the entire way about why you are priced, or why you are priced the way that you're priced, and what justifies that cost. Why is your value what it is, right? When you can answer those questions, man, AI is going to grab you and synthesize your information to the consumer all day long. Can I give you another piece that's pretty intense? Why is this cheap SEO so brutal? I wrote this note down. A scaled content abuse action, which is what Google's, how, did you watch the World Cup?
I did not. I turned it on one day. I turned it on for like 5 minutes. It was playing in the background.
Well, this is kind of like that, okay? When the ref gives out a red card, Google is giving out red cards everywhere. If you're abusing content and just creating huge volumes of content and it's not quality and Gemini's not learning from you, you get a red card, right? Why this is so brutal. A scaled content abuse action is incredibly hard to recover from because it means that Google stops trusting the sites that's publishing this information. Not just the offending pages, its domain is what's impacted, not the page, right? It doesn't just like, this page isn't irrelevant. It says, hey, Pest Badger is irrelevant. Find a business that is relevant. Offer that to the consumer. It's a problem. So the close for this, because we have another big one. The next one's bigger. Cheap AI content is not a shortcut. It's not. You can't. There are parts where AI is really going to give you leverage. Data consumption and sorting and understanding at large quantities. That is something that AI can help you do. But there are some things that you can't shortcut, right? It's a liability with a delayed fuse. Okay. Freshness masks it for a few months. You're going to see a rise. You're going to see some green numbers on your dashboard, right? But the domain is the part of your company that's ultimately going to get the red card from Google. You will be penalized by the time you're having barbecue with me and Jonas at the house party. Shout out the Real Pest World. I hope you come to the opening ceremony. It's gonna be pretty wild. But by the time you're having barbecue with me, please don't come to me and be like, please help me. I have used this cheap SEO. Now we need Lizard to fix it. Man, don't do that to yourself. Please don't put yourself in that position.
And when I get a red car, I'm just going to call Trump and he's going to waive it for me.
I guess. And you get a pardon.
That's funny.
All right.
Yeah, I wish I had more fun in my life, but I just don't have a lot of fun in my life. I don't watch TV. I just don't. I listen to podcasts as I fall asleep. Other than that, I'm usually just working.
You're so driven. I'm trying to be as driven as you in the gym right now. But
you look really good, by the way.
I appreciate it, man. Pimping ain't easy. But I will say
it's hard. It's a lot of work.
I think it's because I'm an Aquarius. I have to have ways to shut my brain off. I can't just keep my brain going. I can go for long stretches of time, but then I know that the Irish goodbye, right? I'll be like, hey, I need to recharge, and I recharge with a book.
You do. I know
recharge,
that.
with a video game, or I recharge with a show that I've seen a million times that I can watch all over again.
Yeah, my team, I don't know how they don't all quit, honestly, but they're getting messages from 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm still working, just spamming their Pronto chat, blowing up their phone, ideas that are running through my head, or I'm driving on the road. It doesn't shut off, dude. I can't help it.
I got to do it. All right. Are you ready for this? This next one is nasty.
Segment 2. Let's go.
All right, PCOs. If you are one of the PCOs that I have talked to, and I've talked to so many of you over time, that have only leveraged one marketing channel to grow your company, particularly LSA, you are about to have some real serious trouble.
Key channel risk.
Yeah, I'm not trying to, I'm not usually an alarmist, but the rate at which things are changing is not giving PCOs ample time. We're slow anyway, but it's not giving us ample time to modify and make adjustments. And so one of the things that happened starting on the 20th of July. So it is August. What is today? August 4th. I don't know when this will go live.
2 days behind.
Less than 2 weeks ago, right? Google announced that local service ads are folding directly into Google Ads, your ads manager account, as a performance max pay per lead campaign type. So let me flesh this out. I would have PCOs all the time. I can think of clients that we work with now, right? They're like, we just use LSA. Those PPC leads are cheap. Bro, you have got such a problem on your hands right now, right? Because you don't have any fresh or viable conversion data in your ads manager account. And Google just told you that they are collapsing your LSA dashboard, and they're going to put it where? Inside of your ads manager account, which holds what? Your PPC campaigns, okay? So I've been begging PCOs that I work with, no, listen, you don't need to give your PPC campaigns your full budget. You need to, if you're not pleased with the result, you need to keep that channel alive, and you need to give it a small budget so you can keep clocking conversion data. I've said it ad nauseum, right? I'm coming through with receipts with every PCO that's coming to help me. Listen, I said directly to you, do not shut this off. Just lower your budget. You didn't want to listen. Merry Christmas, man. Any of those PCOs that have only leveraged LSAs are going to have a real problem right now, because LSA they're closing the dashboard. They're going to give you a 14-day heads up, an email. So check your emails that's associated with that local service ads account. They're going to close that dashboard and put it into your ads manager account. And they're going to, it's now going to be a performance max pay per lead campaign, right?
Yeah. So as far as the lead portion of it, like how they're going to display it, nothing really changes as far as that goes, right? Like still pay per lead. Yep. That can be like a performance or like a Google search campaign. It's just going to be how it's inside the platform.
Yes. Hopefully you still are working with a digital marketing team that is helping you get more credits than you could get on your own. That's one of the things that my team has to do nonstop. I work with PCOs that are like, well, you can't, all of the credits are AI now. No. We transcribe every single phone call. We submit receipts to Google every single month, right? No. They need this credit, this credit, this credit. That's not in their service area. That's not a service that they provide, right? So hopefully you're working with a digital marketing team that's doing that for you. But the other thing that to your point, it won't be keyword based, which is good. It will be service based, just like your LSAs currently are. So the service types that you have outlined in your LSA account are what the Performance Max pay per lead campaign is going to be optimized for, right? So I'll give you an example. If you don't have termites turned on inside your LSA account, it will not be turned on inside your Performance Max account, okay? The second thing is the other component for lead is geographic region, right? It will operate inside of your zip codes. Hopefully you're using zip codes and not a radius, but it will operate inside of your zip codes, inside of your ads manager account, right? But what will be different, and this is pretty big, it's going to change from a weekly budget, Jonas, into a daily budget, right? A daily budget that has to be optimized. And if PCOs don't have their mind right about this, they're really going to get hit in the pocket. I'll give you a great example. Somebody that we both know, I won't use their name, but I was actually pretty proud of them when they gained the system with LSA. They would tell LSA every week, you can spend $100,000, right?
Right.
They would have a budget that they would keep close to their chest. They knew when to cut it off, right? But they'd say, hey, every week, spend $100,000. I don't care. And their LSAs just rocketed forward. Man, this is daily optimization now, right? And if you've got a monthly budget, like if let's pretend, Jonas, we work together and you say, hey, Matt, I got $20,000 I can spend on leads this month. That means that your digital marketing team has to take a weekly optimization, okay, of $5,000 and convert that into a daily budget. So please be on top of that. Otherwise, your budget's going to run away with you and you're going to get a bill from Google, and they don't give returns. Google takes your money and they say goodbye. So the landmine, the biggest thing I want your PCOs to think about is your historical local service ads performance is not going to migrate, will not migrate from your LSA dashboard into your ads manager dashboard. So just like we talked about at the beginning of the segment, PCOs that have just been telling us, I've got one I can think about right now, you know exactly who you are. And I've been telling you for the last 2 years what you should be doing. You don't want to listen to me, but that's fine. Merry Christmas. Here you go. If you don't have any conversion data inside of your paid search account and your ads manager account, and you don't export your data from local service ads and import it into your ads manager account, you're going to lose it, all of your historical data. So you need to do that. I would do it today. As soon as you see this podcast, I would do it. I would go right now into your LSA dashboard and export all of your conversion data. Because if you don't, what that means is you've got to start over inside of your new Performance Max pay-per-lead campaign inside your ads manager account. And there is an optimization time, whether you PCOs like it or not. Okay. It's about 90 days. We don't have 90 days left in the season, guys. There's not 90 days left in the season. So go leave this pause, go into your LSA dashboard, export your conversion data, import it into your ads manager account. If you work with us at Lizard, we've already done that for you. We've already mapped your budgets. We've already done that for you. We've already dotted all of our I's, crossed our T's. Bitch, we are on top of our game.
Let's go. Love it.
Let's go. But if you're working with one of the big boxes and you have a hard time getting your account manager on the phone, you better ring somebody up and let them know this has to be done. It has to be done fast, right?
That's awesome. As always, bringing tons of value to the PCOs and Pest Control Millionaires.
I love you. I have your back.
I love it. Love it. Same here. Any other valuable insights from SEO world? Any updates?
Guys.
Anything that we should change? Everything going smooth as
Hold on to your hats, man. When we all get to see each other in Dallas, you need to be ready to talk about your websites. Okay, all of your websites that are locked into the big boxes are not prepared to talk to language learning models. I just saw, I won't name them, but I saw one of their refutes to how we're producing what we're producing. Did you know every KPI for SEO, AEO, and GEO for the sites that we're building for NICE, for Slate, for RID, for Fortis, they're 100 out of 100, okay? And they're 3 out of 3 for agentic browsing. You need to be ready in October, all of you PCOs, to build websites that can talk to language learning models. That is the future. It doesn't matter what you think about it, okay? So please be prepared for that. Don't fall for these cheap guys out here that are using AI to lock you into an annual contract to create shit that's going to penalize your domain. Okay. And please, if you don't work with Lizard, please head into your local service ads account, export your historical data, and import it into your ads manager account so that you don't lose it. And get ready to change your budget mindset from a weekly budget to a daily budget. Okay, you guys can do this. I really am rooting for you. Stop us. We want to see you in Dallas. We want to celebrate a successful season with you in Dallas. And if you can leave this episode and make these changes, you can stay in front of some of this shit. So please listen to what we're saying. We're trying to help you.
Love it. So let's transition real quick over to the barbecue.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty epic. Excited about that.
I can't believe what we've been able to accomplish. I'm just going to be honest with you. The group text is insane. These sponsorships are nuts. The fact that people are seeing the value. Here's what I was telling my daughter. Okay, my daughter's going up through martial arts, right? Just like we go up through the PCT Top 100, right? And there's gatekeepers everywhere in life. There's always going to be people that try to prevent you from reaching your goals. Always, right? What I love about the real pest world is fuck the gatekeepers. Fuck it. We can do this, right? We have each other's backs. We're bringing any PCO that wants to come with us up. And if the gatekeepers don't want to pay attention, we're going to make big enough noise to where they're going to have to, right? And what do you know? They sure enough did.
It worked. Love it.
It's so good. And so the opening ceremony is going to be a riot. I mean, anything Travis and Tyler have orchestrated is going to be ludicrous. I'm just going to make sure when it's Matt's bedtime, I'm going to have my things for my ears, my face mask, a white noise machine so I can block all you bitches out while I try to get my
I'll be sleeping right along the night with you, but in the other room.
We can share a room.
Either like 11 or 12, like I'm about to crash, but then I wake up early. I'm like at 4 or 5 a.m. But you get my 5 a.m. text too, man. Like, oh shit, you're awake.
Let's go to the gym. I'll go with you. This year I'll go with you. I was nervous about going
with you.
I've
heard that so many times last
year.
No,
Listen. I'm gonna do better than Billy. I was intimidated by both you and Billy. I wasn't in the shape that I'm in now, so I was nervous about going with you. I mean, we met each other up close for the first time, but when we met each other at that weird Italian restaurant, I didn't get like a good look at you. So this is my first time, like, and you'd also grown a lot since then too. So I was like, shit, I'm not working out with this guy. I'm not in his weight class. I'll go with you now, not because I'm in your weight class, just because I'm not intimidated. But but like 9 o'clock, my shit's gonna be unconscious. Travis and Tyler are gonna be like, we need to hang out and talk about deep things.
I'm sleeping.
No, bitch, I gotta go to bed, man. I'm tired. I'm not on your level. But I'll come with you to the gym this year. I promise.
Love it. Okay, I'm holding you to it now.
Okay, do it.
All right, brother. Well, we gotta get back to work.
Yes, we both do. All right. Thank you so much for having me.
See ya. Bye-bye.
All right.
Hey guys, thanks for listening to another episode of Pest Control Millionaire. We don't charge any money for the show, but the podcast isn't free. Please like and subscribe and give us a 5-star review in your favorite podcast app. This makes a huge difference for us. If you have any specific questions about your business or your personal life that you'd like answered by me or any of my podcast guests, please send an email to info@pestcontrolmillionaire.com. And if you want to get in touch with me about our marketing class, we do a live version every Thursday night. Check out our website at pestcontrolmillionaires.com. Thank you guys for listening. I'll see you guys in the next one.